Hi, everybody. We have breaking news in Major League Baseball, and it is not good news if you are a Red Sox fan, because the news came out this evening that Yamamoto is headed to the LA Dodgers. 12 years, 325 mil. What a team. I have Terry in here tonight for our reaction and next steps on what we think the Red Sox are going to do here. Terry, welcome in.
Not sure it was going to happen tonight. The momentum kind of picked up quite a bit leading up to the 11 o'clock hour. I'd say on the 9 o'clock hour East Coast is when the rumors started trickling. And um, it's hard to keep a secret like this once the deal's been done. And I think Jack Curry from the Yes Network, which covers the Yankees, was really the first major source to come out with it, then Rosenthal, and then the rest of them. Passon was the first one to have all the financials. And yeah, lots of angry Red Sox fans too. It is what it is. I just mentioned this. We just recorded on the regular platforms. Even if the Red Sox matched the 325 and there was a $50 million signing bonus, that detail came out a little bit later. So it's really 375. And then the posting fee on top of that brings it to 425. Even if the Red Sox matched all that, he's not picking the Red Sox. He's going to go play with Otani, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts in LA, where they're extremely committed to winning, and the weather is a lot better. There's no
Hollywood.
reason. There's no reason to pick the Red Sox, really. You got Rafi Devers. You're hoping for the best with Casas, that he'll build on a pretty good year. He had a rough start in 2023, but you're hoping he takes a step forward. After that, who do you have? Who's in that lineup that everyone's afraid of? Nobody.
So my whole reaction from this, and as we talked on the show from everything, it's more of the infuriation that comes from the Red Sox standard and the standard of growing up, going through '04, going through '07, 13, 18. We've been there, kind of done that. We've seen great teams. We've seen some fail. We've seen some amazingly successful teams. And under John Henry's wing, the struggle that so many of us are having is ever since 2018, it is besides really your Cinderella season of 2021, which again caught lightning in a bottle. You see this MO at Fenway Park with John Henry not believing and not putting his money where his mouth is to rebuild his team. And many fans have been growing frustrated from it. So it's very odd in some cases seeing an ownership group that's won you 4 championships where others right now want to make sure John Henry's yacht goes sinking right down in sea and the team is sold. I don't know which direction they're heading, Terry, right now with where they go next. We've talked about it before. You have Jordan Montgomery, who's still out there. He's been in Boston for 2 months this offseason. That's where he is. He's doing his workouts and doing everything that's right there. And the other big name would be a Blake Snell type. I just personally, after seeing what the Red Sox have done past couple seasons, I don't see them going after those big fish that are right there. And I don't even necessarily think that they would really flourish here in Boston. I think the Red Sox will have to counter here with some more reclamation projects, a Lucas Giolito type, a possible trade of some of your stock that you rebuilt with the minor league system. I think that's probably where they're going to be going towards. I mean, I could be a fool as well, and they could just go into the season as is like this. And I think if that happens, I think there's going to be quite an outraged group of Red Sox fans in Boston that are not too happy with the direction the team is going.
It's really important for Craig Breslow to demonstrate that he knows how to do it. And so far, he's only spent $1 million on Cooper Criswell, a guy nobody had heard of, really. And I just, it just doesn't look good. And Breslow is like the Red Sox, like seventh choice. If you look at it, they were trying to talk to the Mets guy. Is it David Stearns? Daniel Stearns? I forget.
David Stearns. David
David
Stearns.
Stearns.
Yep.
John Daniels, they spoke with. Kim Eng, they spoke with late. Brandon Gomes. All these big names declined to want to speak with the Red Sox. Like they weren't interested. And Breslow kind of emerged late, and and he's the guy. So it's just they haven't done anything this winter so far to win back the trust of the fans, to win back the respect of, other executives around the league. They haven't done anything to win back the respect of the national writers who've been criticizing them for quite some time. At the end of the day here, I put a lot of this on Bloom. I really do. He did not build a foundation here for winning. And this team just wasn't sexy enough. Some people are going to put it all on ownership, but Bloom was over the luxury tax in year 3, 2022. So it's far-fetched to me that the Red Sox ownership said, yeah, feel free to go over the luxury tax. Just make sure you do it with a bunch of trash signings.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way we prefer to do it. I don't think that's an ownership thing. We got Tyler O'Neill. I wasn't on that show. I hated it. I don't see where the runs are coming from. I don't know. Nobody knows where the pitching's coming from at this point. The bullpen is great. I got no concerns there, but that's only 1/3 of what you need. It's only 1/3 of the big picture. So it's extremely frustrating right now, and hopefully we'll be singing a different tune. You mentioned Giolito. He is a reclamation project, but the nice thing about him is he's not coming off a major injury. You just got to fix him. You just got to fix the mechanics. Mix his pitches in, all that to get him back to where he was a couple years ago, a perennial Cy Young guy. And then, and preferably Giolito's your number 2. Whether you get Snell or Montgomery, who knows? Maybe your number 1 that you're getting this winter comes via a trade. I don't know, but it's getting late, and a lot of pretty good pitchers are off the board. I would have loved Sonny Gray. I know that's not a popular name necessarily, but I think he could have surprised a lot of people. And he signed for only 3 years, a very affordable 3-year deal.
You and I are very similar a lot with. We look for the durability, we look for longevity, we look for guys that get it done, workhorse kind of types. And I looked at Sonny Gray as the same kind of caliber player, guy that you can give the ball, that you can pretty much know what you're going to get each time out. Same goes even with a Seth Lugo type. It's not this. We've said sexy before on our podcast that we did earlier. It's not the sexiest name that's out there, but it's a guy that's going to get the job done and you can count on. That's something that the Red Sox have lacked in their rotation for the past few seasons. And that is a big time struggle that I think a lot of us are having with the direction the team flows.
We've got live listeners. They've mentioned names. I'm getting crap for having a Yankees poster, but if you look at it, it's got a red circle with a cross through it. So it's an anti-Yankees poster. I'm glad he caught that, because some people, the way I'm sitting right now, you can't really see that until I moved.
Gotcha.
I'm not a closet Yankees fan. That was a wild conspiracy on Red Sox Twitter for a number of years. But Blake Snell just got mentioned by Shooter McGavin, parody account there from Happy Gilmore. I just don't. They've already said they don't want to go after a guy with a qualifying offer attached to him like Snell is. And I'm really uncomfortable with the lack of innings. The dude just, I think he's only pitched more than 120 innings a couple times. So he's not a guy I want to mess with.
I think if I was going to choose Montgomery versus Snell, I'd go the Montgomery route. Just for case in point, I don't know what you're going to get out of Snell with just not having enough innings and stuff like that. Seems more injury prone from everything there. So
they're both the opposite of each other. Montgomery's got the durability. Snell has the stuff.
Yep.
If you could blend them together, it'd be perfect. I would pay $250 million for that. But It is what it is. Shota Imanaga was mentioned. That's another popular name. I just don't want to get him on a 4 or 5 year deal. That's what he's projected for. And then, um, and then he ends up being Yusei Kikuchi, and now we're stuck with him. The only Japanese guy I really wanted as far as starting pitching was Yamamoto, but
He was the prized possession that was up the top right here. And again, it's him off to the Dodgers. We wish the Dodgers all the best with their $1 billion players of Otani and Yamamoto together. Must be nice to have money, Terry. Must be nice to be able to get the system done so you can pretty much get whatever you want. Hopefully, John Henry's taking notes as we continue to speak on this. But
absolutely.
that's where we're at for Red Sox Nation for right now. So again, we'll provide you with the latest that we hear from any other news. Hopefully there is some other things that happen before Christmas, but if we don't see you until then, we hope everybody has a great Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you soon.